Hello, welcome to Content Breaker. Welcome to another episode with Strange right here. That's me. We got Kelz. We got Zog. We got Static right over there. Welcome to the year in review. 2021 was a crazy year. Super crazy.
It was.
Too much. There was too much that happened. Too much anime. Too much in cartoons. Too many animated movies coming out.
Not enough.
You guys.
But, like, a lot of really great shit. Like, we came out the gate tired of all of the craziness that came with 2020. Like, people wanted to put out a lot of really good shit, and they did.
Honestly,
100%.
It's amazing. Just even though 2020 really sucked this year, we at least got to have the feels with all of our favorite media. So you guys, what happened this year? What came out? What happened?
A lot. I mean, in the terms of animation, because that's what we are, an animation podcast. Like you said, we ate well, and that was a lot in part due to the delays of 2020 because of the ick, and just all the mass casualties and everything. So a lot of people had time to themselves to create. Like, I feel like the next few years we're gonna see a mini renaissance just because everybody was like to themselves to just create things for like a whole year ass plus. Like, so
Definitely.
Yeah.
yeah,
We got two categories. We got
anime.
anime, and then we've got everything else. This whole ass Western cartoon shit. Which we did have a lot of really incredible Western animation come out, you know.
We did. Like,
Let's pivot and mess up the rundown. Let's talk about some cartoons first.
Oh,
We've got the likes like Castlevania Season 4, wrapping up the
Can you
Netflix
imagine?
Castlevania story. in
what a
wild
freaking
way.
yeah, what a freaking ending too. Like, I personally love season 4 of Castlevania. I felt like it was everything that I wanted. Of course, it wasn't everything that I wanted because I didn't make it, but it was everything that I felt satisfied. I felt very full with this. We got to see, mild spoilers, we got to see my boy Isaac go off and hold it down for the homies, the black homies. We got to see Hector somehow make it. Like, I did not expect him to make it, but he did.
I thought he was gonna die.
Shout out to Hector,
I thought he
because
was gonna die.
I did. I thought he was gonna straight die, but he was like, "Nah, I'm a survivor. Now let me watch the love of my life die slowly."
So, yeah, kind of enormous spoilers for everything we're going to talk about.
Yeah, just
But,
spoilers
like,
for the interview.
But, like, definitely for me, it was like, this is a great way to have, like, the big bad of the series not actually be Dracula. Because, like, Dracula's always, like, the worst, you know? So, like, to have Dracula get to be, like, a character and have a relationship, you know, in a tragic history, and then not be the big bad still was kind of fun.
Yeah, 100%. Like, and I also really enjoyed, we got to see our heroes be weirdly happy. Like, 100% emphasis on weirdly happy.
I honestly wasn't expecting there to be a happy ending. I thought it was just gonna be like, well, we stopped the thing. Now here's the sad ending. I'm like, oh, but everything turned out great. So no complaints from me. I liked the ending, the story, the music, animation, characters.
Yeah.
All of
The animation was sexy. Yeah, it was very, very sexy. Like, yeah. Shout out to,
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
Episode 9.
Never forget.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Never will forget. It's like, what is happening?
That episode was
Uh,
right home about
the
that
entire
episode.
series. And then I know, much to begrudgingly, you guys, y'all didn't take this one too well, but Centaur World is on top of a lot of people's list, and people like it. You know, y'all did.
Good for them.
I know.
Good for them.
Y'all did. But I'm also in that category. I liked it okay. it was a fun time, but weird.
It's okay to have opinions, bro. You can say you like it.
It's fine.
That's
You
what
can
I said.
say
I
it's
like
at
it,
your
okay.
top. Yeah, say it's at your top.
It's not my top. It's not my top. There's no way. No, Invincible is well beyond. I know we're skipping.
I'm glad we just brushed over that. I was gonna give you your time.
You can't just skip over another item on the list.
It's in the wrong category. I don't know how it got there.
You're the one who wrote it.
I know.
But Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time is on the list for Western
That's
animation.
why we were laughing earlier.
That's
I was
why,
like, is he gonna notice this?
Yeah.
But
we'll
I
come back
do.
around to it.
Yeah, I do want to respect that and put it where it belongs. But I did have to give you that as well. But no, like Invincible, yes, please. I'll let you. Since you started, I will let you start, and I will give my input. Go ahead, King. Say your truth.
Anyways, no, Invincible was definitely. I'm probably going to say nothing that hasn't already been said, especially in our podcast. Go watch that. We did one on Invincible. Plug. It took a different approach to the superhero thing and the characters. Besides Amber,
He belongs to the street.
Listen,
no,
I'll say it.
No,
I'll say it again.
No,
Amber was right. You got all these hoe ass superheroes out here with powers. Like,
I would think Gabby was right too.
Bro, what the fuck?
Just saying.
What the fuck? All right.
I feel like I'm missing something on that one, but all right.
it was. Go watch the podcast, Zog.
No, we gotta. I want to hash this. I want to go into 2022 with this divide.
Oh my god!
So you think Amber was right, and
I don't think Amber was wrong, and that's probably part of the problem.
I mean, maybe even if she wasn't wrong, what baffles me, she got mad at him for leaving, even though she said the whole time she knew why he was leaving. So why was she mad?
Communication, bro. It's about communication. They're supposed to be a team.
He didn't communicate that she knew, though.
What is she supposed to do? Tell Superman like she knows
what is
he's
he
a
supposed
fucking
to do?
alien?
Just straight up unmask in front of everybody, just to tell her.
But like on their own time.
No one's clean in this situation.
No, I agree with Zog.
Each other's lives.
Yeah,
that's kind of why it's interesting.
No. I do agree with Zog. They are kind of both at fault. They're both kind of young-ish teenagers. No, listen, they're young-ish teenagers who are immature, don't know how to run a relationship. Like,
and the moment I actually think, oh no, fuck Amber completely, is when she actually runs back when he's completely vulnerable. She knows he's vulnerable and is still just like, okay, now we can get back together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
now
part was
we can do this stuff. That's the moment I'm like, no.
That's why she belongs.
I'm not here for this shit.
That's why she had him smoking out the window. That and his dad tried to kill his whole family and his planet and him and call his mom a pet. But, you know, other than that, Omni-Mon was a stand-up father. He didn't kill him. So, you know, there's that.
Omni-Mon.
Or Omni-Man. Did I say Omni-Mon?
I didn't know Omni-Mon was a
I'm like...
The ultimate crossover.
Omni-Mon was a better parent than Matt and Ty's parent. I stand by that.
We're going to get to anime shortly. But yes, Omni-Man. Holy shit. So yes, like Invincible as a whole. You know, we've had, you know, commentaries and swerves on the comic book genre, you know, the superhero genre. You know, you think of Watchmen and, you know, stuff like that. Comics have been fucking weird forever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Definitely seeing, like, this quality of animation with this quality of voice cast, man, like, slugging out the gates. It brought everything together, you know.
It did. You know, like, Invincible was really good because I feel like it came out of nowhere. Like, Amazon came with the stuff. Like, we got a really great cast. The voice acting, J.K. Simmons, always amazing. Just the whole voice cast, the whole concept, the originality, and the fact that it was, like, rated mature. It was... I'm personally calling Invincible as my cartoon Western animation of the year,
Wow.
in my opinion. Like,
Is that only because Doc Seismic is in there? Is that the only reason?
Doc Seismic was the GOAT. Like,
the
I have
most
a minor in
woke
women's
supervillain.
studies.
The most woke supervillain to grace us.
Dr. Seismic was the GOAT. That and Seth Rogen's character, who I want to call Tim, but I know his name's not Tim.
It's just Alan.
Alan, there we go. Yeah.
Alan. Alan was great.
Alan's a true GOAT.
There's just so many
As
good
well.
characters in there. Ugh.
Yeah, me.
But definitely, it feels like here is a superhero show that feels like it can compete with any of the DC releases, like any of your DC stuff. Your Young Justice, your other stuff. Your direct to DVD movies, anything that DC's putting out. Like, this is on par, and that's the kind of like mind blowing part. Like, you can make like indie comics like to this level.
Invincible
Show
was
me more.
Invincible was so good. All the anti-tubers talked about it.
Pretty
And
much.
they only really do strictly like anime. They didn't even do like Castlevania, but they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna talk about Invincible because it was just hype." Like, Invincible got so much clout, and like, it was crazy. It was well deserved, all of it, every single one. Shout out to Invincible.
And then, of course, some other notable things that came out this year that we didn't particularly cover, but apparently a lot of people liked it. That's Kid Cosmic, Maya and the Three, and DuckTales 2017 did end this year, which is crazy. Let's see.
DuckTales.
That finale though was fucking great.
It was great. Owl House is still going.
Did Owl House come out this year, or did
Or
Owl House
please.
come out last
No,
year?
it came out last year, but it's just
Okay.
season 2 happened this year.
Yeah, season 2 was dope. Like, it ended
There's
up
still
trending
not
on
enough
Twitter.
anymore.
Yeah, it trended #1 on Twitter this season. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
That was
And people
hashtag
liked
Save the
that.
Owl House because people thought it was getting canceled. That one Sony animation picture movie, Wish Dragon. I don't think any of us saw it, but that came out. I didn't really hear much about it, but it was supposed to be good anyways. What If also came out this year.
Yeah.
The Ghost of Molly McGee. I haven't personally
Ooh.
watched it yet. It's a new Disney thing.
I've watched a few
it's a lot of
episodes.
secrets.
It is interesting. It has that same Owl House vibe where you're like, did Disney really make this? Because this looks like it belongs in the like kind of not when Cartoon Network was at its height, but like right before it was at like My Gym Partner is a Monkey type era is where that looks like it belongs.
Like-
so I'm like,
like-
okay,
Episode 1 of Codename Kid Next Door.
yes. Episode 1 of Codename Kids Next Door. That's where this lives.
Did anybody watch Raya and the Last Dragon? I know that was
Nope.
a Disney thing that came out. I haven't seen it yet.
It's not good.
I don't know. I heard it was okay. That's all I got for my list, unless anybody else has anything that they watched this year. I know I'm still watching Amphibia, because Amphibia Season 3 also happened this
True.
year.
True, that was dope. Cartoon wise, there's
Look,
nothing
I'm excited.
really.
Love Amphibia. I want more.
Bruh,
It's
I
good.
want to be as excited about anything like you're excited about like Amphibia.
Hey, don't get me started on Metroid. I'll talk about that for the whole podcast. But we're not going to do that.
We know.
Metroid was framed.
What?
So let's move on to the anime. Because
Lots of anime. Lots of good, hard-hitting anime came out this year.
Great. I got some 10s this year in my catalog. I definitely got some 10s.
know.
But let's start it with the most of the anime. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Zog knows how I feel about this. But Attack on Titan, the final part 1 came out this year.
Oh shit, that does exist.
Yep.
And we got part 2 in 21 Days Savage.
Really?
So
Yep.
yeah. 21 days from the recording of this podcast, we have part 2 of Attack on Titan, the final season. And sorry,
Don't die.
just choking on bullshit.
What's the release date?
January 21 days from now, sir.
Bruh, this release is later, like 2 weeks after we record this. But anyways, yes, it's coming soon, immediately.
First week or two in January.
Yes,
essentially.
Great.
So,
but talk about part 1.
January 10th. So I had to do some quick math.
Christ.
So part 1,
We did it.
yeah, part 1 was again spoilers. We had made it to the other side of the ocean. We had saw what was out there. We had,
Bro, this whole season is like opens like a mystery.
yeah,
Because you're like, what the fuck is going on? I know where we left off, but like, where are we right now? And you get this whole like conspiracy plot that keeps going. It keeps going.
You know, Patrick and SpongeBob, and he comes
won't
back home to
stop.
the rock, and he just sees everybody under his rock. He's like, "Who are you people?" And that was my exact reaction when watching season 4. I'm like, "What am I even watching anymore?" It looks like
Mappa.
Attack on Titan. It doesn't. I mean, relatively, it looks like Attack on
did
Titan.
it? Did
Yes.
it?
Yes.
That was
Guy
the
who
big
you
thing for
think
season
is
4.
Is Aaron anyway?
Yeah, and that was the biggest
Am I
thing
me?
too. Mappa took over. This is Wit found their way out, and Mappa said, "Yo, we in here like swimwear." So Mappa came, got a bunch of crap about CG because the anime community is just trash and it's completely ungrateful for everything. I hate them, and part of myself too. So yeah, we got that. We got a lot of questions answered, but a lot more questions asked in this season in part 1 of Attack on Titan. And like I said, in 21 days, in January 10th, Attack on Titan is going to go off like it's nobody's business, and we're going to see where we left off. And as always, fuck Gabby.
Yeah.
Okay.
All my
one
homies
of
hate
the
Gabby.
most hated anime characters. Man, she's pretty up there. She's almost next to what's her face from
Mine?
Shoguro. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather hang out with mine than Gabby, honestly.
Nah, man.
I would.
All right.
Yeah, only 'cause-
Kelz, you can go hang out with Gabby,
Gabby
and when she stabs
has a
your
chance
friends,
to get better. Mine will never get better.
Gabby is every character from 86 except like didn't have a giant robot to pilot.
he's not wrong though.
From what little I know of 86, I kind of have to agree with him.
Just war torn, hated, and raised to be just a murder monster, and like cannot mentally cope with the fact that like people exist other than like her singular goal. It being,
We
like,
are the
12.
humans.
Okay,
We are
I
the
will.
humans. They are the devils. Kill
I
the
will
devils.
give you the fact that Gabby is like probably the actual 86, but she's nothing like Elaine. She's nothing like the lieutenant who flies the plane. She's I will give you Shin and his group. I will give you they are like Gabby, but even so, they ain't bitches. So
Well, I mean, they don't kill a character that we love. So, yes, you're
Also
right.
I mean,
true.
Shin technically does. Yes, he kills someone. That I was
Also,
like,
technically
why?
true. All sides are valid.
Anyways, we'll have to talk about that later.
Yeah,
But yes,
that's
like it's two sides of the same coin between like Gabby, the character in Attack on Titan Final Part 1, because fucking I hate Attack on Titan.
me too.
I
And
don't.
we're
hate
probably gonna
Attack
get a
on
movie
Titan.
after
I'm just
this.
tired of like the release schedule. It's been a problem the entire
Yeah.
existence.
It's a whole saga just going back and like, all right, season 1, yay, and then when's season 2? What do you
7
mean it's
years.
been 10 years?
But you know what doesn't have as long of a production problem? 86. 86 is like, hey, let's I don't know, take a week off or 2 weeks off,
Or 2?
where we get this right. Get it.
I
Right.
mean, yes, I'd rather
It's
86
been worth it
take-
though.
Yes, it has, because each episode they come back with is gangbusters. Like the animation, the music, the like script writing. Like 86 is one of the rare anime where it's like the dialogue just feels so real. Like, just the true, like, all the sides of war. Like, you know, whether it's, you think you come out of this, okay, you made it, you want to live, but, like, if you live, are you truly living? Like, what about the people that have fallen? Do you betray them? And it deals with a lot of those cool concepts. And I won't say anything because I know Strange hasn't seen the most recent episode, but like the dialogue with Shin this past episode that came out on Saturday was just crazy because like what he admitted to himself, I was like, yo, thank you. Like the character development has been great. That is a cute cat. Oh my god, it's gonna hug you.
What an enormous distraction.
Yeah,
Like we were on this whole vibe, and then
It's the internet, and he pulls out a cat. Of course, we're gonna get
I'm
distracted.
trying to get views, man.
What's
I
it doing
hate
with
that
his
cat
head?
as much as I hate
You ran
Attack
us
on
off
Titan.
track.
Yes. You hate that cat as much as you hate who?
Attack on Titan.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, but 86. I said this to our friend Taki, aka Irv, that I felt like 86 is going to be better than Attack on Titan, and he laughed in my face and said sacrilege. But I believe what I believe, like, because I know the ending. I'm just gonna say that, like. So yeah, 86 is a true gem, and I appreciate it, and I can't wait. I can't wait for it to end because, like, Jesus, I don't want it to, but holy Christ, like, yeah.
Definitely.
So, Beastars is one that I didn't watch. So, Zog, tell
We know
us
Zog
I
about
did.
it.
really like Beastars. For the first thing, you start out with a murder mystery going on that doesn't get resolved to the end of season 2. Which season 2 is what we got this year, so you do get the resolution for that. But it keeps going with all of its allegories, basically the racism, sexism, every kind of ism you can think of.
All the isms.
As what it's basically one big allegory for just feeling and being different than what society tells you to be. And every character deals with something related to that.
Facts.
So there's easily someone that you can relate to. But there's also some characters that you're just going to be like, but what the fuck are you doing, though? So,
That's fair.
it's not for everybody, but I really liked it.
A lot of
That's
people seem to like it, especially a lot of the anime anti-tubers and stuff like that. They really like Beastars. So
No, here's
Everybody
good.
likes an underdog story.
Yeah. Speaking of underdog
Oh,
stories,
sorry, I watched the wrong shit.
speaking of underdog stories, did y'all catch Megalobox too? Nomad. I feel like I'm the only one that did.
I haven't seen it yet, but
You are the only one who has, and I feel bad. Because Megalobox, the OG, is my shit. I absolutely love Megalobox. Nomad came out, I was excited and got busy, and haven't gone back to take the time that it deserves.
hey,
It's a contender, along with
make
86.
it a topic. Well, that'll give you some time to crack down on it. But
As
sorry.
86 as well as Nomad are contenders for anime of the year for me personally, because they're both just like, I don't want to spoil it too much or at all, because Megalobox needs to not be spoiled, but no, it's definitely, I feel like it's a good story for Gearless Joe. It's crazy. It deals with a lot of real world stuff, a lot of real world symptoms.
Like the setup is, so from the OG, we've got Gearless Joe rising through the ranks of the underground and compete at like the premier highest level, right? And then to my knowledge, Nomad is about Gearless Joe being like a veteran and like how it feel like, how do you cope with being a fighter for a continued career? You have pain management problems and the variety of ordeals that go along with that. And it's like, that's how you continue this story. Like, you have the big old championship fight in the first one, and then you like continue telling me how Gearless Joe deals with life, beyond. We really need to put this on the docket, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I watched it. Yeah, I agree. Like, I can't say anything because there are some twists and some things that happen that are very, good. I will say Mabunta, like, brings the soundtrack just like he did season 1. Like, he is a student of New Jabez, if I've ever seen one. So I love his stuff. I love the art style of Megalobox, too. Like, it is that same crisp, a lot darker, a lot less colors in this one. I really appreciate that. But so I don't say anything about it. Let's transition to Strange for Star Wars Visions, which we also did a podcast on. Plug.
We did do Star Wars Visions. Man, this came out of nowhere. It literally 2-3 weeks before it came out, or like a month before it came out. I can't remember. It came out. The trailer, I watched the trailer like a month before the series actually came out. So that's my timeline anyways.
Yeah. Do you know how this came to be?
I've heard stories. Don't remember them, but...
Let me tell you the official. Okay. So, Bob Iger, the head of Disney, was like, yo, we haven't done a Star Wars movie in 2 years. Yeah, that's because the last one we did was The Rise of Skywalker. Oh, we got to distract people. Call anime. And that's how we got this.
Call the anime hotline. But, sir, that has never been touched. Break the glass.
But in all seriousness, I don't know how it came about. I'm just thankful it came about. I know there were a bunch of producers in Japan who wanted to tell their own story of the Star Wars way. So that is how I believe. Yeah, I
liked all of them. There was some were better than others, and then others were like, well, that was
what Visions is, Strange. Like, what is it?
Fucking Studio Trigger had to like be extra weird and extra cool at like 2 different episodes.
It's Trigger.
Yeah, as they were what to do. But definitely, like it feels good, right? To have like one of the like greatest Western IPs be taking a look at via the lens of anime and Japanese culture and storytelling, right? Because that's a lot of what Star Wars is. It's a space samurai flick. Like that's what it is. It's a samurai movie in space for English people. So like to get space to see that like come full circle. Like we are now telling stories in a medium from the original people we were like referencing. Like it's cool. It's interesting. I mean I enjoyed it for what it was.
100%.
I know in our podcast we talked about we want to see more, but probably won't happen unless
a lot of Star Wars fans have been crying out for a what if series for years. So this the closest that we get to it. Yeah, I'll take it.
It's pretty good. It was pretty good.
You guys remember your favorites of the? Because it's explain what it is, Strange. Like
explain what Star Wars Visions.
Yes, each episode is a different telling.
Oh my gosh! I gotta pull up the whole thing. Yeah,
it's an anthology series.
Thank you. I was trying to get
different anime studios.
You're trying to get a specific word.
I didn't know specifically what you're talking about. Like we literally just talked about it.
We didn't even explain what it was.
Describe it.
So yes, it's an anthology. So
it's an anthology. There's like 6 different studios making like 8 episodes.
Yes. All individual self-contained stories.
Yeah.
So that may or may not be canon, but we wish they were canon.
Shout out to Toby. Toby was fun. Toby was that reference to like stuff like
Astro
Boy, and yeah, it was fun.
Cyborg 009.
I believe a cyborg can become a real boy.
With the Force, anything's possible. Shout out to the last Village
movie. That shit is nightmare fuel.
It is. You are correct.
Have you heard the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Yeah, he's still alive on the planet, and then everybody's gonna come together to find him in the final movie.
He was so in tune with the dark side. He was able to figure out how to live forever, and He's looking for apprentice. Totally not me, by the way. I'm not Darth Plagueis.
I was gonna go with Toby, but anyways.
It's Toby.
Yeah. We
Darth
turned
Plagueis is
Toby into. No, we turned Toby into a
Oh
real
my God.
boy. He has a dark side ability, like the control of the midichlorian to like protect life. It's a whole fucking deal, man. We're getting.
You're right.
Here.
Yeah,
Keep it moving with other anime, like I don't know, Fruits Baskets.
Man, yes. The goat.
All right.
The goat
Y'all, I'm just gonna go
arrived.
take a nap because I know this podcast is over with at this point. It's gonna be about 2 hours.
agree
while
with
Static
You
explains
see how
stuff.
we respect them for their trash Centaur world and respect them for B-stars, and then they come with the disrespect. The disrespect upon our names.
You know what? No, bro. We don't got to do this. They don't want
Yeah, we'll talk about it on ours. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll do it again because it's worth it, and we'll keep
Yeah.
it moving with shit they actually give a fuck about. Fucking,
Yeah. So
anyways,
let's
talk
talk
about
about
Fruits
the
Basket.
Slayer,
That is
the movie,
Yeah.
the train arc. Let's talk about that one, you rat
Yeah.
fucks.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer the movie. What was first off? How do y'all feel about Demon Slayer the series, and then talk about like the movie?
I think it gets too much hate just because, like, a lot of people say, oh, it's not even that good. Why is it so popular? Obviously, it's popular for a reason. I'm sorry it's not freaking Experiment Serial Lane and weird, and everybody just doesn't fucking love it, like, for being weird or whatever. But it is good. I feel like it's just let people be happy, enjoy it. I like
But
it.
the anime
music's on point.
elitist, they need something to trash on, and Demon
Yes.
Slayer's popular, so they trash.
The anime elitists hate Demon Slayer. They call
They
it
do.
mid. They say it's like it's carried by animation. I'm like, it's an anime. What do you mean?
I
Like,
mean, I'm not mad at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. So you know,
Yes.
if your story doesn't have meat, which it has a bit of meat, you know,
yeah,
but it's okay to come in and have a good time and look at some cool shit, you know.
yeah. They're like, it's not an original story. It doesn't do anything new. I'm like, sir, your favorite anime is Ghost in
That's a
Shell.
weak argument.
Yeah, like people have like such trash takes on like Demon Slayer because it's so popular, and it's
Honestly, I didn't care for the story until the movie.
just yeah.
But even I gotta admit, that's a weak ass fucking argument.
Yeah, like haters aside, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the love of the movie. It was great. This was the movie that kind of bought us out of lockdown. Well, me and Zog got snuck out of lockdown for the Fate movie, and then snuck back in. But which I forgot to put that on the list, but we got to talk about that too. But
Feel free.
Demon Slayer is what really kind of brought people together for the theater the first time because Black Widow tried and failed. Ironically, Disney couldn't do it, but Demon Slayer could.
That's ironic.
Demon Slayer was putting numbers in Japan
Yes.
for a while before it made it over here, and
Then it put numbers over here.
Although,
Yeah.
to be fair, it was basically the first thing that came out when we were allowed to get out.
Hmm
So
True.
no matter what, it was gonna make bank.
Everything was
But
nice and
We
sterile.
were starved.
But equally, like
At least it was something quality.
Mhm.
Black Widow.
Yeah, Black Widow was technically the first thing that came out, and to get those people, but it didn't get the numbers because they put it on
For
Disney
us,
Plus.
yes.
Yeah,
I
But,
didn't see the movie. I can't really comment on it. But
it's
I'm
fine. She did some flips in a white outfit, and we met better Black Widow, so it's okay.
Demon Slayer, the train movie where we and
Yes.
spoilers where we
The
get
spoilers,
all
incoming
over the
huge
place.
Yep.
spoilers.
The
Yes,
spoiler happened, and it was great. I'm just
Yeah, we're
We
not
got-
gonna even touch it. But
Yeah,
my God,
Rengoku
like,
the goat. Rengoku. That's-
Rengoku the goat. We get this whole what is it, hour and a half experience?
Yeah, like hour
of-
45. Yeah,
of like we get to go through and see a character on a level that like we've only kind of like seen exist. We haven't seen them do the work. What are
yeah.
they called? That like captain level Kai? What are they called?
Hashira.
Yeah, the Hashira. Like we've
They're the
never seen a
Gote 13.
we've never seen a Hashira do
Anything before.
work.
Yeah.
But, like getting to see Rengoku, like one, put into work, and two, have his tragic backstory happen
Yes.
all in the hour, like in the time of a movie. My God, that,
Yes.
yeah.
Like
Feelings.
Rengoku is the GOAT. And not to mention, like his song at the end of the movie, Hayumura, like I think it's called or something, by Lisa. She killed it. She fucking killed it. There's the scene with like our boy Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu at the end. Beautiful, like just and fade into the credits, astounding. Visually stunning as well. Ufotable snapped as well. This was just like the best way to come out of lockdown. It's like being woken up with cake. So it's like it just felt so good, and I can talk about this too long, so we're just gonna pivot.
But let's pivot in like 36 seconds because we pick back up with like what is it, season 2?
Yes.
So season 2 of Demon Slayer comes out this year as well.
Currently airing,
like
yes.
like the first 8-10 episodes is a retelling of the Mugen Train arc.
Yes, it is.
I haven't seen it, but I'm like I because that was one of the big questions for me was when we pick back up with season 2, do you have like to know the canon? Do you have to have seen the movie? And
I will hold on. Oh
yes.
Oh, I was gonna say. I was. Never mind. I was thinking.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say my wife Danta saw the movie with no prior experience to Demon Slayer, and she loved it. And she actually went and binge watched the whole series shortly after that.
Good.
So the question is, if you're TV only, do you have to go see the movie to like know what's going on with season 2?
Yes, that is an actual arc that was animated. So, or turned into a movie. Yes, yes. So, if you don't watch the Mugen Train arc at all, you're going to be very confused about.
Well,
I thought he just said that they were recovering all the stuff that happened with the first couple episodes.
So, are you saying if you just don't watch that? So the movie.
The question is the movie the only way to get the Mugen Train arc? And the answer
Oh,
is
no. So, yes.
You come back in season 2, they explain everything that happens in the movie.
And there's new content, yes.
And there's new content, which is exciting, which gives you a reason to watch the TV show. And then they get on to the new content.
Yes,
which is
the entertainment arc.
Because that was a question, how is that going to shake? And apparently that's how it shakes. So let's move on to something entirely different.
Okay, yes. So, we glanced over this. Let's you know what? Let's do the movies after we do this. There's another anime that's freaking adorable that's out right now, called Komi Can't Communicate, which is Netflix's first weekly release, I believe, anime-wise. I don't know about things non-anime, but this is their first anime weekly release, and it's, to my knowledge, doing well, so I hope this continues, because, my goodness, Komi is the most adorable, and the plot is very interesting. This is also very beautiful. It's about this girl who has social anxiety to the point where she can't communicate with anyone really outside of her family, and everybody thinks she's like a stuck-up ice queen that like is beautiful and gorgeous, so they're like, oh, we're not good enough to talk to her, blah, 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 but she secretly just wants friends. So there's this one character, our main guy, who is like a total normie, I guess.
I've seen this anime. She tries to kill him with a stapler, and then they fall deeply into love, and then
no.
That's Monogatari. My bad.
Yeah, that's Monogatari. I was gonna say that's Monogatari, Future Diaries. Freaking love Hina.
He totals her car, so she shoots him in the head.
That's high school. So.
But no, definitely, this is incredibly cute, and it looks.
What anime are you talking about, Zog?
That's Dragon Ball. That's literally how Goku met.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, but anyway, so
deep cut, bro.
Yeah. So basically, our main character dude is like, yo, like he tries to talk to her, and he gets ostracized by the whole class because they're like, who are you to think you can talk to this person, like freaking weirdo and all that, and she doesn't even say anything, so he's just like.
Are they the Prince Yuki fan club?
No. Basically, yes. Actually, yes. They're basically the Prince Yuki fan club.
You watch fucking Fruits Baskets, you would know. But anyways, no, but like
thinking of a different Yuki. Never mind.
Yuki. But no, like this is exciting that this is such an anime that has like an incredibly well received manga.
Yeah, the manga is huge. Like,
and it sounds like the anime adaptation is going off without a hitch.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Forward to it because it's on the docket for Q1 of 2022 here on Content Breaker. We're gonna watch this shit and tell you about it.
Yes.
Eventually.
Yes. So, definitely check out Comey if you haven't. We're gonna talk to you about it, like we said. Another one that is just because there's some rapid fire ones we got to get off because this podcast could be 4,000 years. But like I said, there's Dragon Maid season 2, which was great.
Which was adorable.
We got to see a crazy fight scene between the two best girls, Toru and Elma. Shout out to that fight scene. Animation was crazy. And then we got Slime season 2, which was huge as well. We got to see a lot of stuff with that. Is reincarnated as Slime. Then we got the spinoff Slime Diaries. My Hero season 5. This was really a season or a year for sequels and everything in general, but some other originals that we got were one, Tokyo Revengers, which went fucking crazy. Like people ate it like candy. The manga started selling millions, I mean like 16, 20 million copies, like sold out, could not get it on the animation. It quickly rose to right under Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen, and for a while, like outsold it, completely eclipsed One Piece. And this is off season 1. It's like an interesting story where this guy gets isekai'd back in time and joins the Tokyo Manji gang, and basically has to save his past girlfriend, who he broke up with, from getting killed by the gang. So he's got to go back and infiltrate the gang. It's like, yo, I'm going to be the leader of this gang in the future. So he keeps going back and forth between the present and past to try and figure out how to save her life. And everything he keeps doing in the past, he feels like is helping, but it's causing other consequences, like killing someone else or doing this, and it's still not the cause to save her. And it was crazy. It was a 25 core season 2 core. Like we got left off at the biggest cliffhanger of season 1. So, but people love the manga. I need to read it because I'm slacking. But that was one that just took the whole world by storm. Kinda. And then freaking Vivi as well. Y'all need to watch that. Just gonna leave that for what it is. And I feel like one of the biggest unsung heroes of this year were, I mean, it is pretty sung, but Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, praised as the greatest isekai of all freaking time.
Really?
Which is tough to do.
Yes. It's also one of the
That's a bold
first.
claim there, son.
All I'm saying,
Don't
sir.
use the term son here,
Son?
boy.
Boy.
Yeah. That's some
Disrespect.
Scott stuff. But anyway, so ignorance is bliss. So we start. Oh my god! So just going into Mushoku Tensei was a journey, and I gotta say, I can see how this is considered the best isekai of all, because just off season 1, it is crazy. 2 core, 26 episodes. It started the year and ended the year, so it just ended like this past week. But I will say nothing about it because you all need to go watch it. So I'll say nothing.
Wrapping up with one of the big ones, we got a bunch of stuff. I'm sure you've covered already. Record of Ragnarok, Shaman King, JoJo's Stone Ocean just came out. Man, I'm so excited. Part 6.
Yeah,
I'm here for it. I need to make
Dr. Stone.
time in my life. Dr. Stone season 2, but one that y'all care about is slime. The time I got reincarnated as a slime. Tell me about that.
It's a lot.
Right. Yeah, go ahead. Give them the rundown.
I mean, so the new season, we had our boy Rimru coming up, becoming a demon king, right? Demon Lord. There
Yes,
we go.
he became
That's
a
the word
demon
I was
lord.
looking for. I'm like,
He became a
why am
demon
I
lord.
failing? Becoming a demon lord, interacting with demon lords, a lot of fan service for fans of the Slime series, and along with Slime Diaries, is just that we as Slime fans were eating pretty good this year. Now, granted, the pacing was terrible. Still loved it though. Listen, overall the pacing was quite bad, especially in the first part. Like
Define how was it bad?
I mean, okay, I say bad. I just meant like, all right, we sit down at the table. Now we got to cut to a whole nother like.
It was world building that I feel like he was.
I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying in general, like I personally felt it was a little slow, but I didn't hate it.
He just doesn't like to read. That's all it is.
Yeah, I just don't like to read. That's why.
Subtitles.
And so there's still other anime, but go and watch it. Shout out to Skate. We forgot that one. Skate's balling. And
like Kelz, though, you never mentioned the Sailor Moon movie. Didn't that happen?
Eternal.
I don't fuck with Crystal. Eternal probably did happen, and it's very exciting.
Oh, it did. It happened two times. It happened 2 parts.
I'm
surprised you didn't bring it up.
I have a particular opinion, but the fucking Crystal...
Girls und Panzer, das Finale?
We haven't started that yet.
We haven't made it there yet, man. We're still...
I thought y'all was caught up.
We started
Y'all can at least talk...
If you followed the podcast, you would know where we're at. We're at Girls und Panzer to film the first one, motherfucker. You're like, listen, we're working on it.
Look, it came out, okay?
Zog, tell us about Eden Zero.
Yes, please. Tell us about some shit.
So we can talk about the last 2 movies.
Eden Zero. All right. Y'all know what fairy tale is?
Yes,
nice
I love
little,
it.
Adventure through the land, magical times and all that. Power, friendship. Yay, good times. Okay? Sci-fi in space. Except this shit dark and for a mature audience, basically.
I want it.
You grow up quick.
I want to watch it.
Then
on the list for quarter 1 of 2022.
I have to watch it now.
Yes.
It's not content breaker.
When you watch it is up to you.
No, I need to watch it before the podcast so we can talk about
podcast. That's weird, motherfucker. Like,
yes. But yeah, those for the animes. But there are 3 movies actually that we gotta hit on. And the biggest one, me and Kelz can talk about, Evangelion 3 plus 1.0, Thrice Upon a Time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Fuck, thank you.
Hideki Anno. You crazy bastard. You finally did it. We've waited so long. We've waited so long for the rebuilds to get finished. And here we are. With one of the craziest, weirdest things you'll ever watch in all of anime. Why is she piloting a semi-truck wheel type giant robot?
Why did I love that? Is the question.
Why did floating battleships, man?
Why did Homegirl have cat ears on her suit, on her plug suit? No one ever explained that. She didn't even like cats. Well, no, she did. She had 2 cats, but like, she was a cat girl, and we just didn't talk about it. And I'm like, what? This is what I need.
Why did Shindy still be a little bitch for all of this movie?
That was going to happen.
It's like, let's focus on other people other than Hoya Shinji. Even though he had a really valid reason, he didn't know what the fuck was going on. He just wanted to save that girl, and then like everything fucking ruined. And then, you know, we learned so much, man, and then it's over, and it's like...
And not to mention freaking One Last Kiss, bruh. Like freaking Beautiful World. Like, just the music was crazy. The ending was crazy. The truth about Asuka was crazy. Man. I was like, oh, what is happening? This is the best movie ever. Oh, my gosh. Like, I was, oh, Lord Jesus. Like, oh, Lord.
They didn't give us Fruits Basket, so they gone sure as fuck give me Evangelion. That's all I'm saying. Thank you for the time. I yield back.
Yeah, we had to spaz out that. And then, since I just watch movies all the time, I got to tag in my homie Zog, because we went to go see SAO Progressive, Starlight Moon, something, Asta has the best storyline, which was surprisingly great. Like, the best Sword Art content that I have ingested into my veins. Like, I didn't expect much because it is still. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect. Yeah, it's Sword Art, so I was like, I'm going in with. I didn't even go in with low expectations. I went in with prepared to be disappointed. So, like, I was gonna scrutinize this movie and say, okay, at least I can see all the things that suck about it. And Zog had the plug, so we got it for free. So I'm like, I didn't waste money on it, so whatever. But no, I was like, I would have paid for this. Like, I would have paid top dollar for this. Like, the animation was great. The story was, it's like, oh, I already know the story, so it's not anything new. I was wrong. Like, and it felt darker, didn't it, Zog? Like, it was like, it felt like a true death game.
The whole movie, I was just expecting the only fun would be me making fun of the movie, like with the show. So, for them to present it in a way where the game actually felt like it was difficult, felt like they had to earn everything that they got, and to actually make me give a shit and remember why I liked the show in the first place. Hell yeah. I'm excited for the next one.
Yes. And the new character is dope.
It lives in, like, I haven't seen it. But I'm like Asuna?
Yes.
Asuna.
Mm-hmm.
Asuna's story lives in this kind of, like, zone where there is plenty of room to tell a story. Like, we have her initial introduction with Kirito, and then, like, later on we have them coming together, and she's already, like, this high fucking ranked member of this clan. And it's like, what happened to her in between there?
Yes.
So, like, I feel like that's kind of the story we're talking about, which
it's got
set to be a trilogy of movies. This is just the first one.
Yeah.
So we're just getting the starting points of Asuna's story, starting with SAO and all that. Because this is the first game she's ever played, really.
Yes. We even got her prequel. Yeah. We even got what happened before she got into the game, which is crazy because this movie makes the rest of Sword Art better because it goes and gives us those details. I'm like, how do you do this?
So the stuff you were talking about with the big time skip and her becoming top bitch in charge.
Yeah.
That's going to be like the next one or the one after that.
Yeah. So
I think the second one, and then the third one's going to be relationship with Kirito, getting out of the game kind of thing.
Yeah, because this one also shows us, and there was a twist. There was a moment where we saw something happen where Asuna basically had to woman up and like be like, fuck it, I'm saving myself. And like that was so dope because I didn't expect that because of the event that happened before. I expected it to go a different way because Sword Art always has done that. I'm like, yo, give me 100 floors with this story. You might be looking at one of like the second best isekai of all time because this was like freaking crazy, and everyone should go see it. And Strange, you like scythes, so there's a lot for you in the movie as well.
All right, I hate to say this, but with Asuna and Sword Art Online, there's always some weird tentacle shit. Okay. Do we feature weird tentacle shit in this movie?
No, that started in Alfheim, which is after this story.
Thank God. Okay.
Like the closest.
This makes Alfheim even worse.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because you're like, they didn't have to do that in Alfheim. They just did that. Because we got great fan service in this too. You know what scene I'm talking about, Zog? I was like, eating in this theater. Sorry.
I mean, yes, but to your point, Kelz, there's a moment where you think something like that's going to happen, but nah, it's something different.
Yes, divert expectations. When your fucking expectations are weird as shit because you've made it weird from the beginning. But no, that's exciting. I'm glad that doesn't like detract from like her being so badass.
True words. In the last movie that really came out this year, at least that we all saw together anime wise, was the My Hero movie, which World's Missions, which I enjoyed. Again, I feel like a lot of people hated on it, but honestly,
really, I thought we all left saying that was good.
I'm saying there are more people in the world than us. But
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but I was like, okay, majority of us, because
Yeah.
some of
The one
Yeah,
where
I think-
they look like Fire Force.
Yeah.
Kinda.
It was yeah, those suits lasted a whole 10, maybe 30 seconds.
5 minutes.
5
whole
minutes,
5
legitimate
minutes.
time. I was like,
All
we
right,
got
been there for
hoed
5
by
minutes,
all.
we could sell it now. Slap it on a cup.
We got hoed
Send
by
it out.
all that
Put it on the poster.
promotional wear, which was so sad because they were such dope uniforms. But it made up for it by having Bakugo's like iconic line, like which I don't want to say Kelz because I feel like you need to go see it. But Bakugo had, and I feel like y'all, Kelz or Strange and Zal, y'all should know what line I'm talking about. Towards
Yeah, I
the
know
end.
what line you're talking about.
When he was like,
Best.
no,
No, I know,
fucking
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Or I haven't even watched like Nomad, man. You think I'm gonna go watch this random ass My Hero movie? That's
Okay,
Yes.
yeah,
great, fun.
This
Yes.
one? Yes, it's awesome.
You're right. I will.
Do it.
So, since Kelson isn't gonna watch it, I'll tell you spoilers. There's this fight with, our
Sword.
main three who, Bakugo is fighting this dude who has like razors or like these twins who can make sharp, and they take this drug enhancing, quirk factor, which like gives them a crazy power up. And Bakugo's like, "You want to get freaking?" Did he say fucking or freaking? I
Freaky.
can't remember.
You
He said, "You want to get freaking crazy?" He's like, "I'll show you crazy." He's got like a bloodshot eye, and he just starts releasing like explosions, like something. Like, oh god,
Bakugo got the
best.
best fights.
yeah, he did. He
Hands down.
like Todoroki, like it was. It took him a minute, but he showed up too.
Yeah,
Bro,
I'm like, you
I
having a
still
lot
say
of
the
issues.
second one's the best that they have so far, but this one's
Yeah.
pretty good. This one's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I love a Vegeta that doesn't get hoed.
Yeah.
Right.
That's basically what we're dealing with, like a Vegeta who's really Goku at this point. So, but no, that movie was great. I like Zog said, I would recommend. I would put them 2, 3, 1 as the order. I do feel like it could have been done a little bit better, but for what we got, like coming out of like the Coco, it was such a fun experience, and like seeing all the other heroes, seeing them fly, seeing just the world of My Hero expanded was pretty dope as well. So I'm not mad at it.
So let's round out everything. What overall would you say was like your best animation that you watched this year?
Arcane.
Okay. Arcane did come out this year. Thank you for
Yeah.
putting that on. I forgot to put that on. You didn't put it on the list. You got to put it on the... Anyways.
I had very little room to say much without people calling me for something.
So what'd you like about Arcane, though?
I thought it was going to be a massive, like, you need to know League of Legends to understand this thing. No, it's basically a handful of characters, and it's a character study about class divide, and how your environment can shape, and the people around you can not only shape you, but influence the decisions you make and how you just have to deal with the world at that point. It's a lot better than you give it credit for when you go into it.
I heard it was astounding. So
Oh, yeah. I was surprised. Most of the time when I hear someone say, like, oh, this show's really good, you need to check it out, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll get to it when I get to it. And when I finally do, I'm like, I'm waiting for the astounding bits. I'm waiting for it. And I'm either a little disappointed or just the hype kind of kills it a little bit for me. This one, no. As hyped up as it was, I still think they undersold it.
I'll have to definitely watch it. I think we have it on the list for next quarter.
It is.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Personally, I can't give you the best animation that came out this year because there was just so
If you had
freaking
a
many.
top recommendation from this year, it could be anything. Like, just whichever one you want to talk about. If you want to say Fruits Baskets, you can say Fruits Baskets. If you want to say Invincible, I don't know.
Were you about to say Zog? You about to say something?
I'm surprised you weren't going to say Heaven's Feel.
Oh yeah, shot. We
Because
didn't
the
even talk
last
about
one
Heaven's
came
Filled.
out this year.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that movie. But Heaven's Filled was fucking wild. Go watch it. Fate's confusing.
Yeah.
Heaven's Filled is a contender as well. Like, it's just fucking crazy. Like, I can give you my top 5, and I can't give it in any particular order. But Fruits Basket's the final season. Fate, Stay Night, 3, Heaven's Filled, Evangelion, Thrice Upon a Time, Mushoku Tensei. Is that 4 or is that 5?
That's 4.
And I don't even
86?
know. 86, maybe. We have to see how it ends. It's not over yet, but
You're right.
86
it's not over,
maybe.
but so far,
yeah, all the other 4 have ended. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, crazy. This is an amazing year for animation. Like, just absolute crazy. But put a gun to my head, probably Fruits Baskets or Fate. Maybe. I don't know.
Kelz, your top thing, anything we covered on the podcast. Come on.
Oh,
He's
God.
shaking. He's so scared.
I know.
I don't remember half this year, and that's part of my own problem.
But we just talked about half the.
We
anyways.
did. I mean,
Just say Evangelion.
Evangelion. So that was exciting. I absolutely love Evangelion. Go check out that podcast on Your Typical Shonen Protagonist.
Yes.
But also, definitely I'm in the same boat. Fruits Basket's the final season, rounding out and getting us across the finish line with that season. Big swerves, even in that final season. 86 is looking good. 86 is exciting, and I wish it the best, even if they have to take extra time. But still, I don't know, man. A lot of good shit. A lot of good shit.
It was a lot.
So,
it was a lot this year. My personal top picks, though, I sobbed at the ending of DuckTales 2017. If you have not watched that series, it is... Oh my gosh. I'm just like, no, it's over now.
Honestly,
We're on
it's
such a good
it's
run.
not just that series. If you like the Disney Renaissance, not the Disney Renaissance, Disney Afternoon, just all of the old cartoons that came out along with the original DuckTales, they reference all of it in that finale.
Yes. No, there's a lot of references in there. Like, oh my gosh. That whole series was amazing. And then Invincible was also one of my top picks for this year. Loved Invincible. I cannot wait for season 2. And then Castlevania season 4 kind of rounding off. But if I had to choose an anime, definitely 86 is up there. I had fun with Attack on Titan. Not like top, but... And then, of course, Dragon Maid. That's my last one, I promise. Dragon Maid season 2 was amazing. But yeah. I don't know. Is that it? Do you want to keep going? I know we're kind of approaching time here.
I think Kelz wasn't finished.
No, we're
Sorry.
done. We're done. You can catch, of course, this show coming up in 2022 on all your podcatchers. We're talking Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Podcast, at Content Breaker, or Twitter, YouTube, Instagram as well. Content Breaker. Gentlemen, y'all have stuff too.
Yes.
You can catch him on Twitter at Static Dreads with a Z because he's cool. You can catch the other him on strangely underscore entertaining. I don't even know what this is.
No.
Strangely
no.
Z entertaining.
Look,
on
hold
all
on.
of
Let
your,
me do my...
no, you don't.
No.
Strangely
Do it now.
entertaining on YouTube. Make sure you don't put a space in there. He streams Tuesday, Wednesday, and or Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, depending. Check the schedule on twitch.tv/strangely entertaining. Of course, the socials, whatever. Zog, what are we talking about next week? It's on the calendar.
Next week is my top pick for this year, Arcane.
Fuck yeah, because that's how recording early works. I'm glad one of us looked at this shit. Arcane on Content Breaker.